See a blasted thing out there. Oh, I can see that. Oh, yeah.
You know you still have your cappuccinos in there, right?
Oh, yeah. It'll be easier. Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying I didn't want to make it.
Oh, no, that's easier. You're right.
I just thought that maybe you'd rather have that.
Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. Stop turning around, you silly thing.
You probably forgot about him. That's the only reason I mentioned it.
I did. Hi, Chef. Oh, Denny's sleeping, sweetie. He's sound asleep. Are you kidding me? How are you, Chef? Hey, Roy. How are you guys doing tonight? What are you doing up, Chef? That's a silly question, huh? I guess a lot of people are going to sleep now early, aren't they? Oh, I just jumped out of bed. I've been trying to sleep now for an hour and a half and it ain't working. And it's beautiful out here tonight, so I figured I'd give it a shot. That beautiful moon. Gorgeous, huh? Anyways, what are you guys doing? Why would that duck be quacking? Crazy thing. It's too hot to do anything. This is absolutely crazy. I remember something like this, you know. No, Jay and I saw one the other night. Thank you. Denny saw one. Denny and I saw one last night. And I haven't seen any tonight. Of course, like I said, I just got up. I laid down. I figured, 5 a.m. comes early. Yeah, I sit out here a lot at night. I hear owls. So, Martha, how come you're not sleeping? Oh, my goodness. What a day. It's just been absolutely crazy. Yeah, I know. There's not a whole bunch you can do outside because this weather is absolutely dangerous. There's no way I'd do anything. And Jay wants to get the wood done, but he's actually got heat rash all over him. And I make him stay in the house. If he wants to come out at 5 a.m. until until the sun comes around, that's fine. But all week this week, actually for the next 10 days, it's supposed to be 100 degrees. And the people around us are saying, hey, that's nothing, wait till August. I was like, nope. Although I said earlier when I uploaded that video, I would take the heat over the cold. I can cool off, but I cannot get warm. And remember me saying, I did not know that someone told me in a text after I uploaded that video that Miss Nala and Emily don't even have air conditioning. Hi, Ramona. And I came unglued. So I texted her and I asked her. And I said, what's with you not having air? And she said the apartment that they're staying in, that she doesn't even have, she has to use buckets of water to flush her toilet because the apartment manager won't fix the toilet or the air conditioner. In this kind of heat, with what they're going through, I said, So I told her, she's got to get somebody. She's got to get somebody to get in there and get it fixed, or I'll contact the local news. Hi, Mike. How are you, sweetie? I will too. I'll contact the news station and tell them what they're doing. She said the apartment manager is more concerned about the aesthetics, the outside, painting it and that kind of stuff, as opposed to getting it fixed. And I said, does she know about M? I mean, does he know about M? And she said, yeah. And I said, no. Mm-mm. So she's going to call hospice tomorrow and try to get them on it. If not, I'm calling the news station. Let's see what they do. They're in Oklahoma City, I think. She said she got M home, but that's, yeah, exactly, Martha. But that means home to Emily's apartment, not to Louisiana. And she told me today that she's just waiting because M's in real bad shape, you know. It could be any time now. Oh my goodness, can you imagine what that poor girl's going through? No air conditioning, this kind of heat. Good Lord. Yeah, it's great to see you too, Mike. Like I said on my video earlier, there's just so much going on. I don't know how to go live at night anymore. I'm either so tired or it's so hot or my brain's someplace else. But it's beautiful. Yeah, I know. She's got a new worker coming tomorrow. Yeah, I plan on it. There is no way I'm going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to sit by and let that happen. I'm surprised hospice didn't do something already. Hey, Bobby. So I have my beating stick sitting right here in case something decides to come up and visit me because I'm sitting outside. There you go, Ramona. That's right. I will. I'll call them tomorrow. I told her to please let me know if they're going to do anything by tomorrow. If not, I'm calling them. Anyways, so tell me, how are you guys? What have you been doing? I have you guys hung up. This new little gadget here I got going on. Whoa, there it goes. At least you won't fall anymore. Hello, lurkers. How are you? Come on, what you been up to? It's been so long since we've had a night live chat. Stay there. There you go. I don't know if I'll be able to catch one of the meteors. I might be able to turn this thing real quick if I see one. But they said, I guess you should be starting to see them tonight. Pretty clear. And the sky is just absolutely clear. Oh, hello. How are you, Ron? Yes, it's been a long time. Cicadas, crickets, tree frogs, bunny rabbits running all over the yard. They're so cute. There's a whole bunch of baby bunny rabbits. Hey, Toby. Okay, we will definitely put you on the prayer list. Absolutely, Toby. And thank you for stopping by to show support. That's very nice. I appreciate it. I don't expect many people to be here. I haven't been live in so long. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Typical. We'll get back to our night live chats. I just need more time. You know, Denny crashed pretty hard when we got here. It's just taking a little bit longer to recover, I guess. Good night, everyone. I mean, good night, everyone. Good night, Toby. God bless you, sweetie. It is peaceful out here. I told Denny I want a front porch eventually, and I'm going to put something on the porch, and I'm going to lay on it, sleep out here. Get me one of those cots, or I don't care, but I'm going to get something. I'm going to lay out here and look at the stars all night. It's just so beautiful out here. Would I miss? What did Sarah say? Nope, dogs are running. I should turn my chair around. Got my beating stick. Haven't had a whole bunch of activity. Jay gets whistled at or tree knocked or whooped at when he comes out because they're not familiar with him yet. Yeah, maybe a hammock. I'm not sure yet. But I told him if we put a roof on it, I won't be able to see. Ooh, wait a minute, did you hear that? I'm in the exact same boat, Sarah. We're waiting. Remember that great job I told you guys about? Well, that's been put off, and now I gotta wait. I'm hoping things are gonna turn around financially. I know they will, guys. Won't be much longer. It stinks, yep. It'll be all right. It's just gonna take a little longer. Come on, don't start running around. This has gotta be, how does this stay still? Hold on. Denny's all right. It's, this, like I said, this took more of a toll on him than I anticipated. I really didn't expect it, you know? He's actually walking to the end of the driveway, which is, it's maybe 200-300 yards or something. He can walk to the end of that. I'd say 200 yards, maybe a little bit less. Yeah. And he can walk to the end of the driveway now, which before he couldn't walk from here to the car. So he's doing that. He's losing weight, though, and I think that has to do with the heat. But he is working 5 days a week now, telemarketing, which he can't stand. And it's kind of, it's kind of hard to do anything in the house with him telemarketing, but he's getting a paycheck, and it's making him feel better because he's putting into the house. You know what I'm saying? The man of the house wants to provide. Yeah, he's doing really well, like I said, first thing in the morning if he goes out. What'd you do to your shoulder? I think he's doing much better, though. He'll be all right. Yeah. I'm making him stay off the sweets, right, Martha? Yeah, I don't know why a lot of people tear their rotator cuff. I'm kind of wondering why. I'm gonna have to start using, I don't know, I think I'll start using my bands again. But anyways, found some new tree structures back in the back. Yeah, I won't let Denny have the surgery either. Hey, Mogan, how are you? No, I don't sleep much. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty rough stuff. You're going to have to be careful. You would not believe now, every time we let the dogs out, I face the dogs. I'm not having Tank take me out again. I was airborne. He is such a tank. Oh my goodness. He's got a concrete skull. Crazy. So, how you liking your new place, Moog? I'm sorry I haven't been able to watch any of your lives. I try to stop in once in a while. Hey, Chuck, how are you? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit out here. I don't know how long I'll be out here, but I'll just sit out here, probably till I start getting eaten by mosquitoes. Yeah, we moved from Florida 23 years ago. Sarah, you need to start looking at the company that makes those meds and ask them to send them to you. That's what we got Denny to do. Contact the manufacturer. Hey, Aoterra cryptids. Yeah, it's real humid in Oklahoma. Anyways, we did, Sarah. We contacted the manufacturer and they sent them straight to the house. We don't have to go to the pharmacy anymore. And he doesn't have to pay for them either. You might want to check into that. What's Kia Ora mean? Well, if you get it from the manufacturer, they don't charge you. Oh, cool. Well, hello. Yeah, a lot of people are having a hard time, but you know, but what's been going on, it's with all this garbage that's going on, banana garbage. It just started that way. You got to find another way to make things work. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of places that will deliver now. Because of all this stuff that's going on, this bananas garbage, there's a lot of places out there, a lot of pharmacies too, that will be glad to, send it. They don't want you to come in, so they'll deliver. You got to find out about that in your local. I'm sure there's community. Hey, Chris, how are you? There's community centers that will help do that too. And you guys, with the problems that you have, Sarah, you guys could probably apply for hospice. Hospice is not like it used to be. They take care of people that aren't due to get any better. Yeah, right, Ramona, because they just don't want people coming in, so they find a way to deliver them to you. You need to call around, Sarah. How you been, Chris? I love it out here. It is so, yeah, churches too. It is beautiful out here. And it's so comfortable. I'd say it's probably in the 70s. Yep, they don't want to see people's faces. We're gonna be like that movie. What was the name of that movie? The one with the little aliens, not aliens, the little robots. I see now. You know, where everybody was heavy set and on these air-powered chairs. They're gonna get to the point where we're not gonna go nowhere, do nothing. Listen to you, Chev. I'm around, yeah, Wally, that's right. I'm around so many people. Oh, I didn't tell you guys this, or maybe I did. Remember the neighbors that I had in Tallahena? Those people, all their wells are running dry because of the new pot houses that are close by. Each one of the pot houses, which there's 6 of them, each one of them have 8 wells. And they're all within close proximity to the girl, my friend that was the neighbor. Her and her, I think she's got 3 other neighbors. Hey, Darth. Hi, sweetie. God bless you. Go back to work. Much love. Anyways, all the people around her, well, she's got, 4 or 5 neighbors back around her. All of them, their wells are drying up. Oh, no, 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 no. That's going to be a big problem. I think that those pot farms should be on commercial property and have to buy their water. But that's why they're buying up all the property out here. Of course, it's legal in Oklahoma, so there's pot farms everywhere. Yep. They tried to buy here, but the land company wouldn't let them. And I was so happy. I know, Sarah, we'll pray for you to get help. I think a lot of us are in the same position, sweetie. A lot of us are needing help. I spent a lot of time in prayer. Hello, Sadie. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Same to you. But you should write some of that stuff down, though, Sarah. Your churches, your community centers, your physicians' offices, the pharmacists, and find out who will deliver. Because there are people that will deliver. And guess what I did? My doctor required me to come in, and I told him, I said, you know what? It's an owl, sweetie. They wanted me to come in, and I said, no, that's a 5-hour round trip. I can't make it in. They're doing the video doctor's appointments now, a lot of places. And I didn't even know that. I had my first video appointment Monday. It was really cool. I didn't even have to go in. See, I told you they didn't want to see our faces. That kind of works for me. Here they go. Hear them arguing with each other? I'm not sure, Sadie. I'm going to try very hard. It's just been, you wouldn't believe what was going on here. I could tell it all to you, but you guys don't want to hear all this garbage. But there's been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, a lot of stuff. Especially with trying to get my kids here. Basically they were homeless. They were living in someone's garage with no air conditioning, dirty garage. And I had to just try to get them here. Now my daughter-in-law is trying to finish up everything there and get all her stuff collected while we try to set up the little shed we were living in before we got this one. We're trying to set that up for them. In the meantime, my son's trying to help us get the house organized. I mean, it's just been wow. And with this kind of heat and with Denny working, so outside it's too hot, but inside we have to be quiet because Denny's working because he's telemarketing. So I spent a lot of time, doing nothing during the day, and early by the time it gets, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, I'm ready for bed. But I do come out about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I sit out here until sunup, off and on. But tonight I laid down for, an hour, hour and a half, and I got right back up. So I said, I'm going outside and going live. If anybody shows up, fine. Hey, Sharon. You want to ever tell everybody your praise report, Sweet Pea? Hey, Craig. Yeah, we're doing fine, and I hope you guys are doing well. Like I said, this stuff will pass. We will get through this, I promise you. You really got to fight. You got to stand on the Word of God, and you got to fight. You just can't give up. Yeah, Sarah, there's too many places around there that are offering to help now. There's a lot of people in your shoes. I plan on sharing all my veggies from my garden with my neighbors. Well, I will pray tonight that the Lord heals his throat so this stuff stops. But you might want to check into hospice, sweetie. Like I said, it's not the same thing as it used to be. It's not for people that are on a deathbed. Hospice has changed. If you've got a disease or you've got an ailment that you're never going to recover from, hospice can take care of you. They'll get your medicines. They have their own doctors. Everything changed. Battery not included. That was fun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate Sharon. There's other places besides the churches and sweetie. Like I said, community centers, call the physician's office, call the pharmacy, call everybody. There's got to be somebody that can help you. I live out in the boonies, and if they'll drive out here to the boonies, they'll definitely go to you. I don't know where you live, hon, but there's too many places that are willing to help. Just got to check around and call hospice because they can, or call the DHS office, and ask them for help. They have a whole list of services that they can render, and I'm sure you guys qualify. You run out at the end of the month every month, so you definitely qualify. Well, I'd be burning up the phone, Sarah. Yep. Anyway, so I don't know if I've talked to you guys since then. So you want to hear all the latest stuff about the Sasquatch activity here? We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. Come on, I don't see anything. I'm waiting for shooting stars. Yeah, I miss everybody so much. Everybody say hello to the lurkers. Hello, lurkers. Okay, now if you guys, if you guys listen if I shut up long enough, but if you guys listen pretty hard, you will hear, once in a while you'll hear either a mouth pop or something thrown. They'll still, yeah, they do. They'll still do that once in a while. I just don't have a whole bunch because I don't spend a lot of time out here talking to them. Good night, Mogan. Have a blessed night yourself, sweetie. Thanks for stopping by. I don't interact much with them much anymore because of I have no. Remember, I told you before that I have to have a routine before they'll come out and start doing things. Well, they still toss things at the house. They'll still make their noises. But what I'm liking is the fact that on the backside of either the barn or the shed over there, they like to knock on those for some reason. And I'm still finding Y sticks on the ground. I'm still finding X's in different places. A handful of my bird seed disappeared, and you can tell that it was scooped out. And that's before Denny had gone out and changed it out. I just kind of giggled at it. He goes, "Did you come scrape this out?" And I said, "Nope." It looked like somebody actually took their hand and scooped out a handful of the bird seed. So I was like, well, could have been a bear, I guess. But the dogs have been, if you noticed, the dogs have been super quiet. Something's definitely out. Can't tell you what it is. Yeah, they like to spend time by that shed. And Denny and I and Jay were talking about doing a, what do you call it, a bobby pin driveway. We're going to come up the driveway that exists. We're going to go back into the woods to the left, and we're going to make a turnaround. But that means that I have to get rid of some of the trees right to the side here, which I'm not happy about. I'm not real happy about. But it'll be a great turnaround for when people come camping, so they don't have to pull up and try not to hit, the next person driving or something. We wanted to go a horseshoe around the front of the property, around here, but I don't know how to do that either. So we're discussing it. We're trying to figure out the best way. But the next camp out that I have should be really good. And we're not going to have as many people out here. And I'm going to keep it completely dark. Completely dark. And we're just going to sit outside by the campfire. We're just going to sit out there, and I think the quieter we are, I think the more activity we'll have. Oh, really, Martha? Yeah, we've had 4 or 5 people around here telling us about that mama bear with her cubs. I keep looking around me, making sure that I don't get a surprise. People say you can hear them, but no. Mm-mm. Potluck? What do you mean potluck? For the bears? Wow, Martha, that's pretty close. It is complete. Look at how dark it is out here. Let me turn this away. Good night, Sadie. God bless you. Look for those asteroids, not asteroids, comets. Why am I not getting the moon? Yeah, bears are sneaky. Good night, Sadie. God bless you. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Hey, Oracles. How are you? Yeah, I think they're on the rise. I think they're moving because of the lack of food. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that are still able to help, and I always pass on when someone needs help, I always pass it on to the rest of the group that I can. But I've just noticed over the past at least 5 or 6 months, it's been really hard for people to help. Now there are some, and you never know, Sarah. There's people that could be lurking that God will put it on their heart to help you, either by sending you things. But I promise you, we'll all be praying for you and for, Shane. That's just a given that you get the help you need. Really, Ramona. Uh-oh, what's that? You guys hear that moaning sound? Oh, really, Rory? I didn't even know that. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, I know, Sharon. There's a guy behind us, the road coming into our house. Someone bought 80 acres and he's knocking down trees and he's fencing off the whole place. Oh my Lord. That road is a mess. But at least he has 80 acres and his house isn't going to be close by, so I don't feel like I'm surrounded by people. I know, that's horrible of me, isn't it? How isn't it burbs? Burbs? Isn't that a strange word, burbs? Suburbs? So are you guys watching other shows at night? You night owls? What have you been watching? What have you been listening to? Oh, you've got plenty of room, Ramona. Plenty of room. Even before we do the bobby pin thing there, you got plenty of room. I think the one sassy that's always around when Jay comes outside. I think he likes like making noise just to get Jay's attention. Oh, 100 acres? That's awesome. Why? You're moving to England? Why would you do that? There's a big lag. Ah, how cool. So you're not going to go visit, you're just going to go move there? Yeah, I love listening to people from England. And there's a lot of people on these shows that are from England. The rules are definitely different over there, huh? Oh, if you tell people on some of these live chats that you're going to England, they'll want to hook up for sure. Well, does it get 100 degrees there, Ramona? Or 112? I would love to have the whole family on this property or a part of the whole family on this property. You know, make a little community here. I keep hearing noises over there. Really? Yeah. Not me. I love 70. Oh, yeah. I got to show you my garden. My garden's looking a whole bunch better. It needed some help. Now my tomatoes are growing. My cucumbers are growing. My onions. Everything's growing really well. Yeah, like people in Florida when it starts to rain. I think that's going to be funny. Most of the people that live in Florida, a lot of people live in Florida, are what they call snowbirds, right? They should be used to the inclement weather. But when they get down there, the roads are so slick because they're hot all the time. When it rains, it's like on ice. You'd think that they'd be used to that, but nope. We're talking major car accidents after it rains. I got the biggest kick out of that. Not the car accident themselves, but the fact that people could not drive when it rained. Why are the leaves falling off, Ramona? Are they turning yellow and falling off? Mr. Lee 3PO. Oh, too much water. Were you getting a lot of rain, Ramona? You have your own tomato plants, but that's cool. You can't get a job? You can always try telemarketing like my husband's doing. He does it from home. Yeah, we share around here. The Buck, our neighbor, brings us the deer or the hog meat or whatever, and I'll give him vegetables. And everybody around here now has plenty of eggs because apparently somebody's passing out eggs. Don't know what it is. Yeah, I know. They don't use their blinkers here either. Wow, we hardly got anything, Ramona. It was thundering, lightning, wind like crazy, but we got nothing. I mean, nothing. That one night, no, I take it back. That one night, it poured for about, I don't know, an hour, and it was gone. Hey, Bear. Hey, Bear. Make sure Bear knows I'm sitting here. I don't want any surprises. Anyways, I'm having such a good time as far as listening to these when my son comes out. Well, that sounds good, Martha. I'm a Buckeye. Well, nobody's sending me any rain. I want my son to have his first sighting here, you know. He's getting all the noises, but he's not getting the visuals. You did what? Tell him we said hi. Oh, well, We didn't get it. I didn't get any rain. Well, hello there. How are you? Long time no see. I see you put up a few videos, Tracy. It would be nice sitting out here if we had a nice, beautiful whoop. Okay, Hannah. Hello. Come on, babies. Time to make the donuts. Nope. When I'm done here, I'll try to lay down for a little bit because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Or somewhere around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's the only time to get any work done outside. I can always leave this sitting outside too. Yeah, we've been busy too. It seems like everybody's been busy. But I like it that, you know, like Mogs goes on all the time and, you know, Daniela and... No, Chev, you can't have a donut. You have cookies. I had the best raspberry donut at the store. I haven't had one of those in the longest time. It was fresh. It was fantastic. No Twinkies. Now that River's here, Denny doesn't have... Now that River's not here, Denny doesn't have any excuse to buy Twinkies. His excuse was he had to have it first for River. Not anymore. Hey, Chev, have you heard from Kevin's family? His mom and dad? I don't really like those. Everybody likes Krispy Kremes, but I don't really like them. Yuck. Excuse me. And well, happy belated birthday. Here come the coyotes. Really? Why would you understand why? Oh, they're getting close. There's a different howl on the other side. Boom. Make sure I gotta say happy birthday to you, Bobby, on the 7th. I can't find my catalog that's got all the birthdays on it. I'm gonna have to start all over again. It's in a box someplace. Yeah, I talked to his dad last week. Pretty rough. Did you guys hear all the coyotes? We could sing happy birthday, but you know, I'm not good at singing, so. I love listening to this stuff out here. It's so beautiful, it's so peaceful. Some, Tracy, not a whole bunch, but I'm not, that's my fault, you know, because I'm not spending a lot of time with them out here. You know, I'm not doing anything either. You know, I might come out a couple of nights and just sit here, but I'm not really interacting. Yeah, me too, Chev. But they're, you know, they're trying to get my son's attention, and they'll still knock on the shed, or they threw something at the house, and I've got 2 marks up there where they threw a rock. You could tell it came from the wood line. It was pretty high up too, so I don't know if it was the little one or the big one. But, and they're still leaving Y sticks and X's in different places, and you know, they haven't messed with my chickens, but my dogs have gotten real quiet. And when they're around, the dogs usually get quiet. Tank usually stays outside, and he gets excited, and his tail's wagging, he's running from side to side, but I've left them out now every night since Jay's been here because he's sleeping on the couch. There's no place for the dogs to sleep inside. And they're doing really well out at night, so things have changed. And you know, the big guys don't like change, so. But eventually, like I said, things will mellow out here. We will get things settled, and then I'll go back to a routine. And when I go back to a routine, it'll be something like Arkansas, where I go live almost every night, and then we'll get some activity. You know, they like it. Yeah, like I just said, Bobby, they're letting us know that they're here. Boy, there must be a big lag. I don't know how long the lag is, but I can tell there's a lag. Okay, I'll say hello and you say hello. And let me count. Okay, hello. Thirteen seconds. That's a pretty long lag. Hello. How are you? I got y'all to say hello. Ha 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 ha. Oh, silly me. Come on, babies. Just quiet. It's absolutely quiet. Yeah, well, that's okay. We understand why, Chev. That's all right. I miss our conversations too, Chev. We used to talk all the time. Boy, lots have happened in this past year, huh? Yeah. Hey, you know, that's pretty cool about 911 here. They're here faster than they were in Arkansas. And I'm way out here. Don't cry, Sarah. Trust God. Believe. Believe that he's going to send you help. I promise you, he will. Yeah, me too, Roy. Grew up in a lot of places. I know, that's right, Sharon. Community is really, really bad here. And especially since we're like in a fishbowl, you know? I mean, it stays really humid down here. At least in Findlay, when we're up on the top of that foothill, we have a nice cool breeze, but here it's stagnating. And you know, all the trees are gone close to the house, so there's no shade whatsoever. And all those poles, remember that big tent thing that I had, that cabana looking thing that I bought? All the poles rusted when we had that flood. So now we have the tarp, but we don't have the poles. So I think what I'm going to do is I think we'll cut down some of the cedar trees, because we got to get rid of the cedar trees before it gets too much hotter, because, you know, fire season. And I think we'll try to use that. I've been through a few hurricanes. Excuse me. They're not fun. But I'd rather go through a hurricane than a tornado. Right? Can't run from a tornado, but you can run from a hurricane. Why don't you go into Honey Island? Hey, Sherry. How are you, sweetie? Long time no see. Yeah, I know. They kept, they kept doing it. They kept cutting them down. They cut them all down before we got here. So it's not like I can transplant any, but I can plant some once we have everything situated. Because I want a tree on each side of the front here. You know, after we build the porch, I want to put a tree on each side. Give us some kind of shade. You know, and we won't be alive long enough for those trees to get big enough to be widow makers, so I'm not worried about that. But we do need shade trees. You know, it's silly, but you know what else we could do? We can get like I don't know, 100 by 100 foot tarp and make our own shade. Excuse me. Oh, this cough is horrible. I've been hacking now for a week. My nose is running. Not for a week. I take that back, like 3 days. Oh, really? When will you know if you're going home, Sherry? Hey, Gator, what are you doing up, sweetie? You should be sleeping. I don't know, is it spinning? Are we losing signal, guys? Anybody else buffering? Yeah. Cool. All right, thanks. Is it Shane or Sarah whose shoulder? Is it Sarah, your shoulder hurting? If you have any Vicks Vapor Rub or anything like that, or any kind of pain relief gel or something, put it on it, get yourself a warm towel, get it wet, stick it in the microwave for a couple seconds, and then put it on it. And that'll take some of the pain out. You also can use a wrap. You can wrap your shoulder like if you had a broken arm and keep that way for a while. Oh, sounds like fun. Stupid one. Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with Honey Island. They're still intent on going there. Yeah, you need something to go along with the heat, though, hon. If you have like Bengay or Arnica or even Vicks Vapor Rub, anything like that, put it on it and then put the heating pad on it. Hello, Justin. How are you? She needs heat on her arm, though, Gator. Isn't this nice that my phone's not bouncing around? Who knows, see now? There could be lots of stuff out here. I can't see squat. Yeah, castor oil works really well. I was trying to think of things she might have. That's usually something people just have in their medicine cabinets. Well, if you have just the heating pad, that's all you can use for now. Oh, it's good to laugh. Laughter is medicine to the bones. I can't help myself, guys. I'm getting lost in this quietness out here, this noisy quiet. All the crickets and cicadas. Have you applied for welfare, Sarah? I'm sure you guys qualify. Did you write that stuff down that we told you, like hospice and DHS? Give them a call tomorrow. You'd be surprised, and we'll be praying for you to have good interaction with them. Uh-oh. For some reason, the wet of the damp towels when they're warmed up does more damage. Does more good. It actually goes deeper than just a heating pad. I love that Arnica stuff. I think it works really well. Excuse me. Sorry for coughing. Okay, finally the moon. It's getting up there. I might be able to see something. But I don't hear anything. Okay, Hannah. Hello. I want you to start speaking that stuff in, Sarah, that you do have. You can get better. You will get better. Oh, I don't know, Justin. That's a good idea. I never thought about that. Love you too, Gator. Good night, sweetie. Yeah, that's really good for, if someone has sore hands, like guys that work in machine shops or nurses that are always in water. I tell them to put Vicks Vapor Rub on their hands and put gloves on and go to bed because it helps with the chapped, dry, cracked, overused hands. It works really well. Yeah, cocoa butter too. Doesn't work as well as Vicks though.
It doesn't. You're right.
Start speaking in life, Sarah. Speak it in, Missy. What, Vicks keeps the bugs off? Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, but once you get into practice, I'll tell you what. Lord says always put everything under subjection. You know how hard that is to do? But if you truly understand that there's life and death in the tongue, it becomes a habit. And I know it may be hard, and yeah, I know it is hard. But Justin, yeah, coconut oil does too. That's how I make my creams for Denny's hands for his psoriatic arthritis. Justin, you just made me laugh. That was funny. Vicks keeps my ex away. Women should start using it as perfume, huh? Get some sleep, sweetie. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, right. I don't think he could help himself, Sharon. It's crazy. Come for the new cologne. I should probably go in the house and leave Jay out here and see if they start knocking at him.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Nope.
They seem to like to do that around you. Nope. You know what to do about what, Martha? Come on, stupid thing. Stay there. Why poor Jay? Excuse me. I think it's good for him. Everybody say hi, Jay.
Nope.
Nope. He said nope. Oh, I miss you guys, Sharon. Yes, you do, Chev. It's very, very hard to, but yeah, you have to. The show must go on. Ramona says his mama's ornery. Well, yeah. Hello.
All the good ones are.
Everybody knows that. It's not how many times you fall, and it's not how many times you face something that you figure you're going to fall. It's how many times you get up and what you tell people after you get up. Because heck, we fall all the time. I'm not talking about spiritually falling. I'm talking about, all the stuff around you.
Drop yourself down the stairs.
Sharon says, I was dancing with a young man one night, and he said, you sure do smell good. And she said, yeah, it's called Ben Gay. Hey, did you guys hear that joke about the grizzly bear and the atheist? What?
So there was just a really bad grizzly bear attack. Don't do that. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, yeah, if you if you look back at all the bad things that happened in the year, and then look at the good things that happened, you know, there's really no comparison, because you woke up every morning, right? You got to keep in mind which one takes precedence, which one is
Can I take
actually
that under,
more. What?
Can I take that under subjection too?
Yeah, you can. Anyways, this is funny. Let me tell you guys this joke. This is really funny. There was an atheist who went out into the woods, right? He went to go camping. And he's walking through the woods, and he hears a noise behind him, right? And he turns around, and there's a big old grizzly bear. And so he starts running, and he's running really hard, and he turns around and he looks, and the grizzly bear is catching up with him. So he really starts running, and he's freaking out, you know. And the last time he turns around, he looks, and that bear is right on top of him. And he said, you know, like I said, this is an atheist. So he said, God, he said, if you're real, he said, make this Christian, make this, he said, even though I'm not a Christian, he goes, make this bear a Christian. And so God said, okay. And then the guy turned around, and the bear swiped, and the bear turned around and put his hands together and prayed, and he said, thank you, Lord, for this meal. And that was the end of it. Yeah, I botched it up.
You skipped a little tiny part of it.
What was the part of it I missed?
I know it'd be hypocritical for you to.
Oh, that's right. He did say, I know it's hypocritical for me, but because he didn't want to be a Christian. No, that's not Denny. That's Jay. He didn't want to be Christian, so he said, I know it's hypocritical, but if you could make the bear a Christian. So the bear stopped, said his prayers, thanked it for the meal, and that was it. I knew I missed a part. I couldn't remember that part, though. It was funny, though, isn't it? It's better when you tell it right.
Yeah.
Quiet, you.
Oh, I can't tell jokes right either.
I was there for Hurricane Elena. I got bounced all over that coast. The police were in the middle of Highway 60, turning us back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And finally we got into a motel room. And yeah, that's right. Be careful what you ask for. Well, I'll tell you what, Sarah. We'll all pitch in and send you seeds, and you make your garden. Yeah, I missed the part where he said he knew it was hypocritical of him, but if he could see fit, you know, to make the bear a Christian. Yeah, Denny's sleeping. He works from noon till 7 o'clock at night every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. So he's wiped. Turtles? Why'd he call your toes turtles? Hey, Brent. What? T-Bran? How cute. Aw. How's he doing, Ramona? Now you're pulling a D, Martha. Oh, well, you just said you wanted a garden. Do an indoor garden. Littlefoot. No, like I said, I've got the top for one, for a cabana. I just need the poles now. And we can make those out of cedar posts. Yeah, I'm sure they do, Ramona. Good night, see now. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sure do miss everyone. Have a blessed night, sweetie. No, you bought why would you buy a scooter? I bet you're gonna have fun on that thing. Yep, flower pots and buckets. He went in the house, but I'll tell him that. Well, I can't do anything, Ramona, for his natural stuff until I get some definitive answers. Remember, I need his blood work. I need to know, because the doctors are not going to tell you that the stuff that I'm going to tell you will work for him. And the issue is, if I happen to give him a medicine that works and it mixes or doesn't mix with the medication he's on, now you got problems. So he'll have to back off of that. But he can't back off unless we know it works, right? So he's still on the Keppra, right? I hate that stuff with a passion. Woo! I think the little one's around. Yeah, I'm sure. That stuff is really wicked. Well, I have a couple things up my sleeve, so. Oh, that's cool. I don't have a greenhouse, hon. I have got a hothouse. No, remember the condensation comes off the metal roof and hits the, Good night, Sarah. God bless you. We love you too. Hey, you know what that was? That was a bat. Oh my gosh, it almost hit me right in the face. You gotta be kidding me. Dang, did you guys see that? Hey, Jay. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Duck's freaking out. Jay, you get the flashlight and go check on the duck. The duck's freaking out. I mean, something's over there. Your flashlight or... I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second, guys. Ow, ooh, ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna have Jay go check on the duck. That thing almost flew right in my face. There better not be a raccoon or something over there. I'll be awful mad. The Rastalox. Hello. Yeah. No, I don't think we'll get bananas. We don't use that word here. It's called bananas. You get tagged for that stupid word. Besides, I don't like it because I think it is bananas. My uncle had a band called Rastus back in the 1970s, 80s. Yeah. What does that mean anyway? Here. The duck doesn't usually make noise at night like that. Jay off to the rescue. We have pulled 4 snakes out of there, chased off 1 raccoon. Yeah, Rasta, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Not much going on. I don't know. You see anything, Bubba? Listen to him. He's freaking out. Is there a snake in the cage? Why? Is it leaking? I can't. How am I supposed to show you? It means I gotta walk on the gravel without shoes? Hold on, I'll take you over there. Ooh, maybe if I can get this thing off. Oh, oh. Okay. Barefoot on the stupid rocks. Ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Yeah, you can. Why is she freaking out? Huh? Not at night. She don't. I sit out here all night. I've never heard her do that.
Well, just look in the. There's no grass, snake marks. There's nothing moving.
Did you look in the back part top? You got to open up that back part, Denny. I mean, Jay, because there could be a snake in there. That's why she's freaking out. Huh?
That part.
Yeah, the back part where you get the eggs. You can't see nothing anyway. Ha, 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 ha. Turn the light on. I can't see you. Jay doesn't want to be seen. You big chicken. Bark, 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 bark. Oh, the light's on. Oh, Denny's up. Watch the spider. Oh my goodness. See, you can't see nothing. The duck doesn't usually freak out like that at night. Did you lock that thing, baby? The back door. Where you get the eggs, the back thing, did you lock it? Yeah. It opens. It drops down. No, from the top. There's a little hook up underneath this thing. Okay. That's why I asked you to look inside of it, see if there was a snake. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ooh. Rocks don't feel good at night. Bare feet. Ow, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Okay. Well, that's the excitement for tonight. Let me try to put you back without shutting the phone off. Thank you, Bubba. Give that back to Papa, please.
No.
Yes.
No.
Don't you tell me no.
No.
You're not allowed to tell Mama no.
No.
Ooh, you little brat. You have the accent, not me. Nothing. He didn't see anything, but that duck never does that. So there's got to be something on the opposite side of the fence. See, you can still hear the duck. I'll have to go out there myself. Yeah, that bothers me. Because when I sit out here, I mean, I don't hear them all night long. They don't make a sound. That duck's still quacking.
Yeah. Ain't nothing out there. I know how to look for that stuff.
You looked on the backside too, right? I'm sure they can hear it. I'm sure with those feet that they can feel snakes moving too. I don't know how far away or whatever, but anyways, what time is it?
1:32 maybe.
Is it time for me to leave, guys? Is it time for me to go to bed or something? You guys awake? Well, yeah. You know, the jobs are coming back here. People are able to get jobs. In fact, when Jay and Dusty are ready, when they're here and they're settled in, there's not a place. I mean, you can't drive 5 miles without finding a place that says hiring. They're hiring everywhere. But a lot of people around here don't want to work or don't have to work. It's 2:13 here. Yeah, it's early. Right, Chev? Yeah, nobody wants to work.
I do.
I'm talking about the people that are here. Hey, Quinn, how are you? I do not like that duck quacking. Well, yeah, you're on the other side of the world. So what time do you go to bed, Rasta? You know, one thing I gotta say is we are constantly complaining about our government, aren't we? Maybe I'll let them, you know, block this this video by saying maybe we need a new one. Oops. I'm picturing you waving, Quinn. How have you been, sweetie? I'm the same way. When I'm done, I just go to sleep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Ben Brandt. Yeah, you're right. It is. I think there's a lot of people that I know personally that would do much better in the government. But you know what? Because we don't really talk about politics here. We're not allowed to. We don't talk about politics or religion. But I just got to say this. It can be done. It might take a long time to do it, but it could be done to where it was better than it is.
Either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah, something like that.
Politics personified.
Yeah. Same as normal. Bring back JFK. Yeah, that'd be nice. Here, baby. Thank you. Well, we won't get into all that. I just thought I'd throw that in for the heck of it. Nothing to dampen a night conversation and talk about politics, huh? Come on, babies. Jay wants to see you. Come on, babies.
Don't listen to her.
They won't hurt you, I promise.
I'm not scared of getting hurt.
Okay, then why don't you want to see them?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm so bad, huh, Justin? My name's not Debbie. My name's Dee. He doesn't know if he wants to see them or not. As long as they're clean jokes, Chev, you know better. No foul language. Yeah, I got the same problem. Although I did find a decent chiropractor, guys. Did I tell you that? I know you do. I was just teasing. I found a decent chiropractor, and she's been working. I've only been to her twice now, and she's kind of stopped that. My arm's going numb. This last time, it hurt for quite a while, and she told me it was going to hurt because I was really out. That fall really did a number on me. But I've asked Jay that once we get the shed fixed up and ready, that he'll get my rowing machine back so I can go back to exercising, because my muscles have just gone weak and I have to strengthen them. And then I don't think I'll have the problem. But my hip, when I fell, oh, thank you. When I fell, I really think that I did some damage, because when I sit now, I don't have a whole bunch of padding, right? When I sit now, it feels like on the hip that I fell on, it feels like I'm sitting on a rock. If I'm sitting flat on like a hard surface, like a regular hard chair, it feels like I'm sitting on a rock. So I think I did some damage there. But I love the chiropractor. I mean, she showed me some exercises to do. And here's one that you can do for your hip. You sit in a chair. You put both legs on the floor. You take whatever leg and put it up across the other one. How do I say that? Yeah, just take the ankle and put it on top of the knee of the opposite leg. And then the knee that's pointing out the other direction, just lean on it forward. And it really hurts, but she said that's the best exercise for the hip. Now, I can't show you guys because you can't see squat out here, but... and I do have 2 videos, one for plantar fasciitis. Yeah, I kind of broke my bottom. I didn't quite say it like that, but yeah, I did. I busted my butt. Crazy person. Well, Tank took me out. It wasn't my fault. He's got a concrete head. I mean, he's huge. And he runs like the wind. I have a lot of stuff in my book for nerve damage. I've done a lot of research. I've been doing, ever since a couple of people that I've been talking to, especially Guillain Barre, I've been doing a lot of research on muscle and nerve damage, especially muscle atrophy and nerve damage, the combination. So I'm going to add that to the book, and I still don't have... Uh-oh. Sorry, Ramona. You gotta keep trying it, Brant. If you just take your ankle and put it up, I don't know, just try to go up your shin, even if you use your hands to kind of pull it up, and just lean towards the bent knee. You got to get movement. That's what she was telling me. You have to get movement in that hip, and that helps. And it has been helping, so... But anyways, I've got a couple videos I got to do, and I have some stuff I'm going to add to the book, but I still need someone to help me with getting that book published. I cannot get that book published for nothing. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about somebody that knows a publisher. If I can work out a deal with the publisher, then I can get the book published, and you guys get it for free. I mean... It should not everybody has Word. Now, I can't send it out to everybody. It looks stupid. It doesn't format correctly. I've already tried it. It's stupid. I've got to get that book in book format. I want you to be able to have that book in your hand and not on the computer when the computer crashes. You know what I'm saying? And if you print it out, it's like, it's going to be like 500 pages. It's crazy. I really need to get that book published. And I just don't know any publishers except for Nala. And Nala is way beyond help, helping. But she's a publisher. Somebody here has got to know a publisher. Right? Okay, you're going to have to repeat that. Atrophy what? Your muscles atrophied, so your feet go numb. Numb feet is nerve damage. Or are you overweight? Or are you diabetic? I mean, there's a lot of things that can attribute to numb feet. Plantar fasciitis. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. Quit laughing at me, Justin. You're so bad. Yeah, I want to get the book published. But you know what's nice about it is I'm adding stuff to it. So it's even going to be bigger. It's going to have more stuff in it. Yeah, the cheapest I found, and Nala told me the cheapest I found was $500. And you can email me, Justin, if you want me to help you. Just email me, and you and I can talk that way. I can give you some suggestions. You can tell me all the issues you have. It'll be easier than typing it on here because I might miss some of it. But anyways, Nala said that someone does it. Talk to Homestead on the good Kevin. He wrote books. Yeah, but I'm sure he had the money to pay for it, though. She told me that anybody charges $500, you're going to get a cheap, that's cheap, 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 cheap. And I'm not paying $200, $300, or $1,000 to get a book published. There's got to be a better way. What was that? What the heck was that noise? Did you hear that? It sounded like a funky bird. Ow, ow, ow. Definitely not the duck, Oh, that's all right. It just, what happens, Justin, is people talk and you can write something really long, because I only see like 2 lines on my phone. But if someone else, if you type something really long and I start to read it and one other person types, it's all gone. I don't get to see the rest of it. I can go back and read it later, but it's easier if you just email me. Explain it all in an email, and then we'll email back and forth, or we'll call each other or something, and we'll go through it. But I did find out that reishi mushrooms is medically they're proving that reishi mushrooms is helping people with Guillain-Barré. That is a major breakthrough, because I know quite a few people that have died from that. And I know people that have had it. My son had it. My oldest son had it. What the heck? That sounded like the cow and that hound dog going off at the same time. Bow, bow. Hear him? Hello, Southern Grits. I am making a mess back here. Oh, how am I supposed to get up at 5 a.m.? Yeah. Yep, sure. I might just sleep in. Plus, that's my second coffee. I don't care. Coffee doesn't bother me anyway. Okay, I'm scanning the place. I really have a feeling that bear's gonna show up here one of these nights. I just have this feeling. He's just gonna go walking across. She's just gonna go walking across my field or something. Definitely CoQ10 for angina. And you need lemongrass. And then, yeah, I'm not either Southern, but I have to. It's too hot to work at daytime. And I can give you a list of things. You need to start getting, no, there's no vineyards. Although I have my grapevine started, it'll take a couple years before I start producing, but it started. I will have a vineyard, not a small vineyard here at some point. And I found the perfect place for it because it's an area that never seems to dry up. It's always wet, so it'll be perfect for my vines. Because in Arkansas, I had a beautiful Concord grapevine, and I got 5 gallons of grapes off of it one year, and I made a whole bunch of jams and jellies and stuff. Yep, lemongrass is really, really, really good for angina. But there's a lot of things. No, not lemon juice. No, Quinn. You're so cute. Lemongrass is really good for your heart. You know that? It's also good for pain. So there's a good combination. Rosemary also is another good one. But email me, Quinn, and I'll give you the list. So I have your email address. I think you emailed me once before, didn't you? That's probably way far back there. But email me again, and I will give you the list. And Miss Martha always posts my email address because she's good like that. Her and Ramona both do. Yeah, it's real easy to grow. I did not get to harvest my tiger balm. I mean, my tiger nut yet. Yeah, I know, Chev. Thank you, Ramona. I got to harvest some plantain. I also got to, I found another spot that has all heal. And I think I'm going to wait till next year before I harvest the all heal. Yeah, but I don't drink wine, so. I mean, the Bible says drink a little wine for your stomach's sake, and I had a lot of problems with my stomach, so I did try it, but whew, I haven't drank in almost 30 years. I think I'd be drunk. I'll make grape juice and jelly. And that Concord grape split off, and instead of just purple, it was purple and white. It was awesome. Oh, good. You guys can send me all the seeds you want. Any kind of seeds you have, wild edibles, yeah. And if you have any non-GMO seeds for gardens, send me whatever you want to. I'll grow them. My hothouse is all brand new plants. I've got to find one place in the hothouse because I actually want to attempt to grow watermelons. Chev, behave yourself. That's the first thing that Dusty asked me because I was talking about making tinctures and soaps and stuff and her helping me here. And she goes, really? Weed? And I was like, no. Edibles, medicinals. Oh, I laugh so hard. That's so cute. We'll leave that to the neighbors. One of the guys that I was taking care of, he did pass away, but because they ended up sending him to long-term care. Good night, Bobby. God bless you, sweetie. Much love. I went back to get some of the potting soil that he said that I could buy from him. I make all kinds of soap, but mostly the Sasquatch soap that they sell. Mine kind of smells something like that. And really good. It's made out of goat's milk, coconut oil, coconut milk. I mean, it's got all kinds of good stuff in it. But anyway, that guy passed away, and I went down there to get the potting soil, and his son showed up because I didn't know that he had passed. And he told me to put everything back, and I only had 2. And I was like, what? I paid for it. And he said, no, everything's under lockdown. And I said, why? And apparently some of the people that were working there had stolen from him when he was in the hospital. And there was he's got one of the longest cannabis, hemp, CBD, THC factories type thing. It's a great big huge building. It's got lights and cameras everywhere, and I mean everything's locked up. And right now the DEA and a whole bunch of other people are swarming the place. Oh, it's horrible. Can you imagine losing your dad and then finding out that people were stealing from him while he was sick? Shame on them. Shame, shame, shame. Yellow meat? What's yellow meat? I can't wait for my zucchinis to come in because I'm going to make zucchini bread and freeze them. Yeah, shame on them. How can people do things like that? What is wrong with people? I mean, it's bad enough to steal from anybody to begin with, but someone who's sick? What's yellow meat watermelon? What the heck is that? Oh yeah, it would take away a lot of the opioid crisis. I think, anyway. Oh yeah, you can work here if you're on disability. Well, okay, Ramona, but what's it called? I'm telling you, swore. Bad boy. Get him, Martha. He swore. And don't tell me that word's in the Bible either. Everybody always says that to me. Zucchini chocolate cake? Oh, well, cool. You're funny, Ramona. You're just too funny. I got that already. Well, I've never seen it. I've never had one. You're right, Martha. That's cute, Brant. I never heard of that either. Yeah, gosh. A lot of people with heart problems, too. Everybody's got heart problems should be on cayenne pepper. I'd never heard of it, Ramona. Anybody who has heart problems should be on hawthorn berries, CoQ10, cayenne pepper, and turkey tail mushrooms. Yeah, turkey tail. Yeah, turkey tail mushrooms. And if you can, if you're able to, take garlic. Now listen, Martha was taking the garlic like I told her to, but she took the amount I told her to, and her body had a reaction to it. So don't take all the vitamins at once. Start always with one new supplement. Take it for at least a week, to make sure you have no side effects, and then add another one. That way, if you have a problem with one or the other, you'll know which one it is. But give yourself some time. Don't just go out and buy them all and take them all at once, because if you have a reaction, you're not going to know which one it is. Start with one at a time. And anybody that's got any kind of heart issues or blood issues, my suggestion is you definitely start out with cayenne pepper and get your arteries cleaned out, because it's like Roto-Rooter for the arteries. Okay. Yeah, when I'm sick, those little teeny tiny garlic pills from Walmart, the little teeny gel caps, those are the ones I take. If I don't feel good, like I feel like I'm starting to come down with a cold or something, I'll slam probably 6 to 8 of them 3 or 4 times a day. And usually by the next day, I'm done. The only thing that seems to be lingering right now is the cough. And I think, number one, smoking doesn't help. But number two, this humidity I go from the humid outside, the hot humid outside, to the freezing air conditioning in the house. And I don't think my body likes it. Plus, that stuff is still falling from the ceiling. I haven't gotten it covered yet. And I've got to get that covered, because all my chairs and stuff like that, it's got pieces of it. And that can't be healthy for us to be breathing that stuff in. It's supposed to be covered. But I have a real sweet gentleman that lives somewhere close by here that has gotten us 2 rolls for us to install. And I tried to tell him I'd pay him for him, but he said no, he won't let me. So, I can't take that blessing from him, but it makes me feel guilty, because I have the $40 I can give him. Right now, anyway. So you guys know the names of all these things, but I don't know the names. I just look at what I like, and I buy the seeds. I don't care what kind of tomato, except for I like Roma tomatoes. Yeah, it is. There's no fires here right now, but last year, hey Duke. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. Yeah, my muscles have atrophied since I was sedentary for so long, Because I used to work out for 45 minutes to 2 hours every day and then quit, when I hurt my sciatic. And then all this stuff happened and I stopped working out. So my muscles have just atrophied, and I really have to get busy. I have to get back to working out. I can't go back to the kickboxing because that's what hurt me in the first place. Well, this stuff that he told us about is the roof covering. And that way, because plastic will retain moisture. And you don't want that, because once it gets moist, it'll mold. And it'll start to fall down. That's what's happening now with the humidity. The humidity is what's causing it to fall down. So this stuff that you put on the roofs before you put the shingles on it is mold-proof and waterproof. So you put that up, and then I can put the wood right on top of it. And those are only $40 a bag that covers 1,000 square feet. So that's a much smarter idea. Plus the leftover that we have, we can put in the little shed for the kids. Good idea, huh? That's one thing I couldn't imagine, living someplace. That's what I'm saying for mold. I don't need mold. Nope, don't need mold. And plus, I put hydrogen peroxide in there. Can you imagine what would happen to that plastic? It would drip the condensation. No. No, 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 no. Plastic's not a good idea. Oh, good, Roy. Good, good, good. Shoddy, how are you? Well, thank you for stopping by. It's nice to see you. God bless you, sweetie. Yeah, well, the only thing I know for a fact that kills black mold is the food grade hydrogen peroxide. Kills it on contact. We tried everything in one of the houses because I used to flip houses. They gave me all kinds of stuff to get rid of it, and I tried everything. And then finally, I used the food grade hydrogen peroxide, almost full strength. Just added a little bit of water and used a rolling brush, and boom, done. Why? What's going on, Shoddy? Are you okay, hon? I didn't get to watch. Oh, yeah. Well, thank God you have a job. A lot of people out of work. Not that there's not a lot of jobs out there, because there is, but still. Sorry I missed your show, Duke. I was probably in bed. I'll have to go back and watch it, or at least I can listen to it. How's your Sasquatch activity, Shoddy? These guys here are being very strange. I guess they're just waiting for me to make the first move. Like go sit out there in the middle of the night in a chair. I'll do that one of these nights. Saw the prettiest tarantula a couple weeks ago. Oh my goodness, that thing was gorgeous. Oh, really? And I bet you the expensive, yeah. Are you in California? Oh, there goes Tank. Roy, I have contacted almost every publishing company out there, and they give me a list of people, publishing companies for people that have no money. Oh, okay. You're in Georgia? And the rent is expensive? I thought the rent went down. Oh, yeah, okay, that's why. Anyways, Tank's out there running it. Bet you the big guys are around. Tarantulas, big, huge, black and silver, beautiful tarantula. It's gorgeous. And it wasn't aggressive. I walked right up to it, knelt down by it. It didn't fang up at me or nothing, didn't turn its butt to me. It just stood there and looked at me. So, not aggressive. Now, if it crawls up my leg, we might have a problem. I guess they're evil if you're scared of them. Yeah, right, Chev? You can't shoot a spider with a 9mm. Give me a break. Yeah, we try not to kill the snakes around here. I try to let them be, but when they're in my chicken coop, we gave them a couple chances, but they keep coming back, they go bye-bye. No, you can't. You don't shoot spiders. Well, yeah, all spiders can jump. And we had a spider that actually... Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you guys? Quit, you're making me laugh. Leave the poor spiders alone. We actually had a spider that flew. It was on a web, and I guess the web caught on Denny's shirt, and it actually started flying towards him. You better not come over here. You better stay away. Yeah, I don't think so. Someone's gonna get hurt. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, Mama got my stick. That thing weighs a ton. I mean, I swing that thing at something that's gonna go flying. Chev, they're just spiders. My goodness. What is it, Tank? Oh, Kahana. I don't know yet. Got movement over here to my right. Tank is standing there looking at the fence. Hi, John Paul. How are you? Okay, no fighting. Enough. Yeah, I hear movement to my right. And Tank's staring at the wood line, so. Hello? Come on. Come on, babies. Yeah, I think so. Oh, something behind the shed. Bella's fighting with Leo. But Tank's staring at the wood line. Get him, Bella. Get him, Bella. Come on, babies. Let's go. Okay, Elo. Come on. Now, if you guys hear it hit the side, you'll be here for one of those tonight. They love hitting that shed. I think it's because it's metal. It makes more noise than the wood one. But you just hear this, either a knock or a bang on the side of it. And I haven't found anything like they threw a rock at it. I think they're hitting it with their hand. I'll turn this around. If anybody's got, if anybody can turn their computers on. Oops, hold on. Oh, there you go. Let me turn you this direction. Now, if you're inverted, you might be able to see something. Just tell me when to spin and I'll spin it. But you gotta tell me you're inverted first. Hello? Peanut. See how all the crickets on the right-hand side have shut up, but all the crickets on the left and cicadas are all making noise, but everything on the right-hand side has gotten quiet. Did you guys notice that? There's not a sound over there. No, there's a handprint up close on top, but that's it. There's nothing else. I don't see any marks. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're throwing anything. I think they're hitting it, but they're not really dented. That's why I think it's Peanut. That's why I think it's the little one. That's usually the one that makes all the noise around here anyway. Yeah, that's what cicadas sound like. But see, it's all on the left side. There's no noise on the right side. Even the frogs have shut down. Yeah, we got company. I don't really know how to do it, Brant. Somebody else does. They can tell you how to do it. It just takes the color out, so that way all you see is black and white. You're inverted, Sharon? Okay. Well, let me turn you that way and see if you can find anything. I'm turning you that direction. Now you guys can look. See if you see. Well, see if you see any movement. It's too dark for me to see anything, actually. The moon's coming up, but... Any movement? Martha, are you inverted? Quiet, hound dog. Hello? Come on. All right, here, I'm gonna turn you again so you can look. All right, look that direction. Small and black walking to the left. It is peaceful. It's beautiful out here. The little one, I would say, is no bigger than about 4 foot. No, ain't happening, Duke. See, what was that? Shh, 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 shh. Told you, there's something over there. Told you, told you, told you. Leo, no. Hear that? What's a flag witness? Okay, Sharon. I'll turn it this way. No, I won't use cow manure. I have the chicken manure. I have chicken manure and I have a compost pile. The heck? I don't blame you, hon. I've never been zapped and I don't want I don't want to ever get zapped. Duke, what are you talking about? What's in the middle of the screen is a chair. It's a lawn chair. Duke, are you talking about the lady that was knocked off the horse? I just heard footfall. Okay, I know what you're talking about then. Did you guys hear that? Sounds like a thud on the ground. Not the dog lapping water. You guys aren't so sneaky, you know. I can hear you. You can tell when Bella's drinking water. She's a bottomless pit. She'll drink water for 10 minutes. Now see the noises coming back on the left-hand side, and they're directly in front. Yeah, I've had muskmelon before. Yeah, that's what it sounded like, Brant. I don't attribute I don't attribute everything to the big guys, and I know we have a resident deer here, but you can usually, the dogs go crazy. It depends on what the dog does, the dogs do, that tells me who's here. If Tank is growling, there's a predator close by, and not the big guys, because he likes the big guys. So he will go out there barking and wagging his tail and having a ball. Bella will go straight into her doghouse, and Leo has no idea what to do. Leo will just bark, 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 bark. But if there's a predator around, they're all quiet. I mean, and Tank will start growling. That tells me to have my stick or my gun or something. Now, if they're all going crazy barking and just normal barking, there's a raccoon or a skunk or something stupid out here. But another thing that they will do, Bella, especially Bella and Tank, will start aggressively barking, and that means there's a human. They have a special bark for just people. And if I hear that in the middle of the night, I'm locked and loaded and at the front door. Because it'd be really stupid for someone to come onto my property, especially in the middle of the night. You know, with that sign that says the ammo's too expensive, so no warning shots? Yeah. I'm not saying it'd be easy to take someone's life, but I would definitely shoot their kneecap. Best way to take a guy out. Oh, you can do it without drinking beer. I'm sure the stories will get better the more you drink. Or people start crying. I talked to a guy not too long ago that spent a good portion of our conversation in tears. He kept apologizing for crying. But he was telling me what happened to him. And he lives up on the border of Ohio and Pennsylvania. And he had a run-in with a Sasquatch. And the only thing he could think of was to run, but he knew better, being a hunter, not to run. And this thing stomped at him 2 or 3 times, growled at him, showed his teeth, raised his arms, and just started screaming. And this guy's 225 pounds, 6'2". And he said he just stood there and wet his pants. He didn't have any idea what to do. He was scared to death when it left, because it looked like it was going to come after him, but it turned around and walked off. He said he stood there for literally 20, 25 minutes and couldn't move. He said his body wouldn't move. His arms, his legs, nothing. He was in shock. And all he could do was cry when he told me. And he said, I'm a man. He said, I'm not a, you know, he was in the military, you know, he's had some good training. He didn't expect that to happen. And he told me, he kept saying, you know, I'm sorry, because he kept crying. And I said, you know what? You need to talk to some other people that have been through this. I said, and get it off your chest. And I said, tell as many people that will listen to you. And I gave him a couple of names of some good people on channels to talk to that I trust. And I said, tell your story. You don't have to say your name, because they'll be fine, you know, with not saying your name, but you got to get this out. You know, and he's adamant about not telling anybody. And the only reason he said he told me is because, you know, he's never on the live chat, but he's always lurking. And he said he'd trust me. And I told him, I said, you can come on and tell your story. You don't have to say your name. He said, he can't. He can't stop crying. And it's freaking him out, because he thought he was stronger than that, you know, and he thought this was, like most people do, he thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. It's not in the least bit funny. And I'm really tired of people treating it like it's, you know, a favorite pastime or something, or it's all in our heads. I'm really tired of listening to people making fun of people that tell their stories. Now, I know there's some stories that are really whack out there, you know, that you have a hard time believing, but how do you know if they're not true or not? But I agree with some other people that there's more supposed cryptids popping up that I don't know if I believe or not, you know? It's just, you know, what, claw man, crab man. I mean, next thing I know, I mean, some of these stories, but I cannot call someone a liar. I wasn't there. And I'll listen to them. And they don't ever have to get on my show or anybody else's, but they got to have an ear. And even there's a lot of places out there, you know, that tell people to come onto their channel, that don't make fun of them, that listen to their stories, you know, and don't make them feel like they're jerks or stupid or crazy. But they still don't think that they have any place to go. You know, they still don't think that people are going to believe them. And that's a shame. And I told them, I gave them the names. Yeah, it did mine, Brant. You know, I mean, it did. I turned into a whole different person once I found out these things were real. And it's one thing just to go looking and see it from a distance, but it's another thing seeing it face to face. You know, I mean, it just, everything changes. But I feel really bad for these people, and we got to find a way of reaching out to some of them that are living in a total nightmare because they don't really think that they can tell anybody, and they need to tell it. You know, I'm glad Ramona, you know, finally was able to open up and talk about it. And that's what happens. Some of these people are quiet for like 40, 50 years. They don't want to tell a soul. They might tell someone on their deathbed, and maybe they won't. But isn't that a shame? You can tell someone about a, you know, gossip with no problem and they'll believe it in a heartbeat. But you tell them the truth and they look at you like you're stupid. Yeah, right, Chev. What sounds like tar or chalk? What'd I miss? Sorry, I'm watching the wood line. I can see a little bit better now. Yeah, I have one person I talk to that tells me some stuff that really will blow your mind. But he's still in the military now, and it's ungodly, some of the things that he knows. It's just absolutely unbelievable, but I trust him, you know. I would trust him with my life. That's how much I trust him. Yeah, that was a weird sound. Never heard that before. If I stare long enough, my eyes are going to play tricks on me. Somebody talk so I can look away from the wood line. I need a distraction. I have not seen one meteor, not one. I thought tonight was supposed to be the perfect night. Whatever. Who? Yep, the veil's been torn, Brant. Bible says it was going to happen. Who, Duke? Yeah, it's getting stranger by the moment. Yeah, well, I haven't seen one. I saw more the past couple nights than I have tonight. Kind of like the weatherman. They're a little off. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Well, that's fine and dandy. All right, well. Oh, really? How'd you find that person? There goes Tank again. You never know who that'll attract, Roy. And sis, you're gonna have to send me a video of that thing you sent me, because I don't know how to. Oh, they found you. Well, good. I'm starting to get eaten by mosquitoes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go inside before I get any more eaten up. We've been out here for a while. I've been out here for, let's see, 147 minutes. Yay! No, you have to make a video of the thing you sent me so I know how to use it, because I don't know how to use it. Anyway, I'll talk to you about that tomorrow. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go inside, try to get some shut-eye. Not that I'm tired, because I'm not. But I am getting eaten by mosquitoes, and I didn't make my stuff up, so I'm dumb. So I do have plantain. I'll go in and put it on. Try to get some sleep. Can't tell you when the next time I will go live, but I will do my utmost. It was very nice seeing and hearing you guys. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for showing up. Okay. Remember, you can't take back bad words. Remember? You can forgive, but it's hard to forget. So be sweet to each other. Love like there's no tomorrow. Bless people that you see. You might entertain angels. Pray constantly. And remember that I love you. And I'll be praying for you all the time. God bless you. And have a good night. And thank you for coming. Thank you. Good night, my lurkers. Much love. Anybody who needs to contact me, email me. All right? Good night. God bless. Bye.